Hi, thanks for checking our channel here. This is going to be maybe a repair video on this scale. This is a Tru-Test Easy Way 2. They made an Easy Way 1, 2, and a 3. This happened to be Easy Way 2. This is probably a 20-year-old scale. Good scales, very basic, you know, just run-of-the-mill display for weights on the Tru-Test scales. There's no parts made for these things anymore. You can't get anything for them. We can get battery packs for them. We have to modify. And I think that's the customer thinks that's what's wrong with it. Is the battery is 20 years old and finally junked out. So we're going to take it apart, and I got a battery here for it, and we're going to have to change out the plug on the battery to the plug that's on the old battery, because the plug on this battery I've got is different than what's on it, so it won't plug into the board the right way. But you know, it's worth a shot. If it fixes it, great. You know, cheaper fix than buying a new scale. The newer scale that took this one's place eventually, as time went on, would be in today's time would be the S3, and they're like $700 for a weight display for the Tru-Test scales. So usually what gets these things is age. Because all the that one's a spinning, because all the parts are obsolete now. Luckily, batteries aren't nothing super finicky. It's got to get the right one. This screw there is not, must be stripped out inside. Gotta be more careful when pulling it apart. Rubber gasket's kind of getting stuck. Come on. Oh, because of the screw. See if I can. Screw just spins. Come on. There we go. Disastrous. Well, at least that unplugged without ripping. Well, there's the battery for it. There's some corrosion on the board. See, the traces on there are pretty boogered up. Yeah, it looks like there's some corrosion on the board itself, or the battery itself. Maybe not. But there's the battery pack for it. It's a 2015 battery, so it's 9 years old. It's been changed before. So here's the battery we're going to put into it. It's an identical battery to it. Just has a different plug on it. So let's check this battery. Looks like it's a size battery is this 6-volt battery. So I'll test the battery first, just to make sure it is indeed bad. Yeah, 1 volt. 1 volt on, whoops, I had it for a second. Yeah, 1 volt on the battery, so the battery's foobar. So I'm going to cut these wires kind of long. What we might do, see, this has got, I don't think the battery's going to fix this issue. I think this board's got more wrong with it than just a bad battery. Can't get new boards for these things. The back of the board's pretty scummy too. 2001. So that's 23 years old. Is there a date on this scale. No, there's not. Okay, so this trace on the board looks like it's pretty buggered up. Where in the hell does it go? Because let's see, because you can't. This has this word battery right there about the plug, and it's blocking my view of the which pin it goes to. The trace of the board I can't see. And I'm going to get my meter out and do some continuity checks, but then the back of the board didn't have much to go off of either. So, okay, I think this is our positive and negative right here. I'm going to see if I can do a continuity check there, just to make sure that I am looking at this right. So we're going to go right there. Hold it there first. Okay, that's that one. Okay, so these are positive and negatives right on the board right there. These two little pins I'm pointing at. So what I think I'm going to have to do first, that trace is no good. Doesn't look good. I think that this pin there, which it actually looks discolored here as well, I think I need to take a wire, solder on the back side of the board, and then run it over and solder it to the top side over here. I think that's what it should do first. Okay, solder iron's already warmed up, so that's good. I don't have to worry about waiting for it. I don't want to waste a lot of time on this one, because if even putting a battery in there, if it still doesn't power up, then we're screwed anyway, because the board's too far gone and can't fix them, because you know, you can't get the boards for them, so this might end up being a lost cause. You know, this thing's 23 years old. I think they got the money out of it for sure. So I'm going to add a little solder here. So I just want to get a bigger surface area on it. And then we'll solder the wire, blend them together. That's on there tight. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to drill a small hole in the board. Draw a pilot hole first. So I thought about bringing it right here, but that's where the screw goes. So maybe we can drill right there. And I'm going to drill a little bit bigger hole. I'm going to cut this kind of long. Should be, hopefully, be able to feed that wire. This isn't a stranded wire, it's solid core, so it's stiff. It's a little hard to feed through there. Alright, and then what I can do is bend that to where I need it. And then I'm going to snip some of the excess off, and then we'll strip off just a little bit, and then we'll solder it back out. Touch up this, and then a little hot, add a little solder right here, just to give myself a little more surface area. And hopefully so these 2 points are the same point electrically, so I'm going to add a little solder right through both of them. And now I'm going to push that wire up there. Together. Okay, so we get the wire solder to the back side of the pin there, drilled a hole, ran it through, and it goes right up to there. So now I'm just going to do a quick continuity check to make sure I did it right. Should be able to touch this pin on the left, and right there it should beep. Alright, so that's good. Still worried about this mess here, and if that's bad, I'm not dealing with that. I don't have the capability of doing that kind of work. I don't want to jack around with it too much. I don't mind putting a battery in the thing, but okay, so what we need to do is we need to splice in that. That's pretty. Now this plug's pretty, got some corrosion down the side of it, so I don't know. I think what the better thing would probably be to figure out what our positive negative is. Looks like our black is on the left, so maybe we can just, if it'll take some solder to it, we can solder the red wire to the right one, so that's the cleaner of the pins. One wire at a time. We'll just solder the battery wires to the corresponding contacts. And we'll see if it goes to working. If it does, we'll call it good, I guess. Okay, let's so that right there. Okay, so I think the battery just kind of sits in there like that, really. let's see. Put the board down. Try to get these wires plugged back in. That one plugged in nice and easy. Why don't this one go in? It's so dang short. You need like little bitty fingers to do this type of work. Okay, let's hope that this will plug back in the way you want it. Come on. Okay. Let's push the on button, see if it turns on. I don't know. Still won't turn on. Pretty certain the traces on this board are so corroded. Unless this battery's low, we've had it for a little while, so check the battery. I can always put the battery charger on it and see if that makes a difference. But let's test the battery and .4 on the battery. Should turn on, but the board's junk. It's 2001. Just age got a hold of it, messed it up, and I'm not dicking around with the traces on there. There's just nothing to solder to. And it's so hard to see where the traces even go. It's beyond what I'm capable of doing. Can't get schematics for it either. So, call the customer, getting the bad news. He was kind of expecting it, but you know, what the hell, worth a shot. Anyways, struck out on this one. So, thanks for checking out our video. Until next time, we'll see you guys later on. Have a good rest of your day.